Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working together step by step through each of the ABRSM Theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of hints and tips on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time when you're working through your exam paper on exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really fab, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in the pipeline. And now we're going to have a look at the last paper, the specimen paper of the 2014 Grade 2 past paper booklet. So if you turn with me to page 14, we can have a look at that. So this specimen paper was never actually sat as an exam paper. They've just given it to us as a bonus revision option, just to give us a little bit more practice. And also there will be a few differences in the fact that from 2018 there are a couple of different changes to the way this paper is set out, but we'll deal with that as we go along. These past papers are an excellent revision resource. They're really good. You need to do lots of practice of these in preparation for any exam you want to take. So I'm hoping that you've had a go of this yourself. Always work in pencil. I use a mechanical pencil just so it stays nice and sharp. And then if you work in pencil, it doesn't matter if you go wrong, you can just rub it out. And it's always better to learn by your mistakes. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this. And now we'll have a crack at this together and check through the answers. So we're asked in this first question to add the missing bar line to these two melodies. There's two separate melodies with two different time signatures, so don't presume it continues on. And helpfully they've given us the first bar just to give us a start. So in this first example here, we're counting 3 beats in a bar and each beat is worth a quaver or an eighth note. And so we need to just keep counting up to that. So we have 2 semiquavers or 2 16th notes, which together would give us the equivalent of 1 quaver beat, 1/8 note. We've got an eighth note here or a quaver here, and then this dot is half as long again, which is like another semiquaver or 16th note, which combined with this last semiquaver or 16th note gives us another quaver, and there's our bar line. So 1, 2, 3 bar line. This next bar is super easy. We're counting 3 quaver beats, 3/8 notes per bar, and there we go, 1, 2, 3, job done. Now then, we'll work through this triplet together and you'll see that it's not that confusing at all. However, if you get a little bit frazzled, what you could always do is count backwards from the end. So we've got 1 quaver beat here is the rest. This crotchet divides into 2 quaver beats or 2/8 notes. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we're now working backwards. Here's our bar line. So if you get stuck, you can always just work backwards here. However, these triplets, don't let them confuse you. That just means 3 in the time of 2. And we know that 2 semiquavers or 2 16th notes is 1 quaver. So there's 1 quaver beat, 1/8 note. There's another one, literally on its own. And then these 2 semiquavers, 2 16th notes, gives a quaver or an eighth note, 1, 2, 3. And so we can see that that's correct. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're counting in units of a crotchet beat or a quarter note. And we need to add up to 2 of those per bar. 2 crotchet beats, 2 quarter notes per bar. Now if you get confused with your maths, I always find it easy to visualise there's a beat and let's divide that into 4. So we might just refer to that if we get confused with half beats and quarter of a beat. So here's a half a beat, there's a quaver, which with a quaver rest gives us a full crotchet beat or a full quarter note. And then here we have a half of a beat with our quaver or our eighth note, and 2 quarters, 2 semiquavers, and that gives us our next crochet beat, our quarter note. 1, 2 beats per bar. So here we have a crochet and a crochet, 1, 2, job done. There's the bar line. And then we have a quaver and a quaver, or 2/8 notes, which gives us 1 crochet beat. And then again we have a half and 2/4 of a beat with this quaver semi, and we know that's 1 beat. We've just counted that there, same again. So 1 beat, 2 beats there, bar line. And then we have 2 quavers, 2/8 notes, which gives us a crochet. Quaver, quaver, gives us a crochet. So there's 2/4 notes, bar line. There's a crochet beat. And there's a quaver and a quaver rest. So 2/8 notes. The fact that one's a rest is still the math that we need. There's our second beat. So we know we're correct. So there we go. So moving on to this next question, this shows us where the format has changed now. So from 2018 onwards, the new look exam papers will not have this question at all. So you will no longer be required to write a 4-bar rhythm. So we'll just skip that entirely and press on. The rest of the paper is absolutely valid, so do continue to use these past papers as a revision resource, but there's no need to do that question now, so we'll just press on to the next question. So question 3 asks us to write as semi-briefs or whole notes the scales named below. So we are in the treble clef here. We need to write D minor ascending, that's going up, and we need a key signature. We're going to need more than just that though. And we need to say which form of the minor scale that you're going to use. Now I always suggest in this grade you use harmonic minor. It's the most straightforward of the two, so we'll just choose that one, which has the raised 7th going up and down. It's the same going up and down. The melodic minor form changes, so it's easier to stick to this one for grade 2. So let's first of all get all the blobs in place. We're writing in semi-briefs, so we don't need any stems. We don't need to worry about stems going up or down, as long as we start on a low D so that we've got plenty of room to ascend. So we're in the treble clef, so if this is E, one below that is D, and then scale literally means step. We need to make sure we go space, line, space, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're giving us plenty of room, so I'm making use of it. Now we need a key signature, so it's no alternative but just to revise these, and we know that D minor is related to F major, which has a key signature of B flat. Every good boy, there's our B flat key signature. We're still not quite done because the harmonic minor, as we said, needs to raise the 7th. We're counting upwards, so when you're ascending, count upwards. When you're descending, you need to count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th degree of the scale. We raise that by adding a sharp. So that's the harmonic minor form completed. So for the next question, we need to write A major descending. So we need to start high and work our way down. No key signature, but we're going to have to use accidentals to show what that key signature would be. So first of all, let's find our high A. Good boys deserve football always. There's our A. Coming down in step, space, line. Oh, sorry, line, space. I said that backwards, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I've begun and ended on A, all Kazik grass. Every step is correct. I've got 8 there, I've got a full octave in step. And so now, it says without a key signature, but we need to bear in mind that that key signature would be F, C, G sharps, and so we need to add those. So F sharp, good boys deserve football, that's the F sharp. C sharp, all cows. Or if you find it difficult to work out in that clef, just write out your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, counting up the scale. So we've got F sharps, C sharps, G sharps, that's job done. So there we go. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I hope this is helping you. I hope it's really helping you to get to grips with this subject and get used to working through these papers. I hope you're enjoying it. I certainly am. If you can give me a like, that would be really super. And please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more to come. Do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.